What's good, fam? Welcome to the Black Nerd Speaks. I hope everybody's doing all right today. Happy Tuesday. Let's get into it. Kwangsoo has finally said deuces to Running Man, and he is out of there. Last episode, May 24th or 5th, I think, but that's it for him. And honestly, I'm glad he's leaving because that man is tired. That man is tired. He's exhausted. That man needs a vacation. That man back hurts. His back is hurting from carrying this show for 11 years. So yeah, the man is hurting. UJ Sook's back is probably hurting the most too, because these two dudes have carried that show for 11 years. Now, I wasn't a fan of how they, reformat the show and they put that little gremlin on, and then they put Coleman in. I wasn't feeling Coleman at work, but over the past 2 years at first, my bad. I wasn't feeling her at first, but those 2 years within Running Man, I was like, okay, homegirl is actually funny. So I'm like, okay, you cool. For me, Running Man needs to honestly just hang it up. Members are getting older. They're getting more exhausted. It's taking a toll on their body. But it's going to be very hard to find people just to get on that show and do what they've been doing for a minute. People got upset when Gary left. Gary got married and had a child. And Gary was like, I just got to do what I got to do. Gary had so much stress where people was putting on him to be like this character, this persona he out on the show, but it was too much for him. People don't know that. Like, it was a lot for him to deal with on the show. Like, he wanted to go out, he wanted to get married, he wanted to do his thing. And then the fact that, and Lee saying his homeboy Gil was out here just getting all these DUIs and stuff, he was just like, oh, what? So he left. I don't blame that man. He left. And he left also, I think, in my opinion, because that new PD, for me, in my opinion, that new PD, I don't feel him. Ever since that new PD went to work in China, I just the balance for me just fell off. I miss the old games. I miss the one where they tied the bells on the shoes. And like, they would get so scared when they would hear Kim Jong-kook run, and they would hide and do all the stuff. I miss the name tag game, hide and go seek. I miss they would like run out a whole mall. They would run around the mall and do these missions. I miss that stuff. Now everything's just corny, and then people want to set up love lines between the members, and I'm just like, no. And then they want to play these games, and knowing that these people are in like real serious relationships and married, want to ask them questions like, do you think they're prettier than you're like, you trying to set somebody up, and that is just irritating. I don't like that shit. So it was just, the new format was just getting too much. The guests, it's cool, they got different guests on there, but just the formula itself with all these new games, they're just like, in my opinion, boring. I was like, I couldn't do it. I know it's sad to see him go, but at the end of the day, his overall mental health and physical well-being is important over anything. That man never healed from his car accident, like fully healed. Also, if you didn't know, that man had a slip disc. This was years ago. All of them had slip discs, but Haha mentioned that. It was like I remember the video. He was doing an interview with these, I think it was some other two cats, whatever. And he mentioned that Kwangsoo was hurting so bad from a slip disc that his manager had to carry him home in his car to the hospital. Slip discs hurt. They're not fun. That whole crew comes home with bruises and bumps and cuts, like all types of stuff. Like the challenges they do, jumping out of airplanes, hang gliding, like some of the stunts have just gotten a little bit way too much. Remember the one they got in trouble for putting like what is it? Rubber bands on their face, cutting off circulation. Like that was becoming way too much, and I couldn't deal with that. Go back to the old school stuff. That's what we missed, and we weren't getting that no more. And here we are. And Kwangsoo leaving, it's going to be, that show's not going to last very long because Suk can only do so much, and he's tired too. This man, he had a baby like some time ago. He want to be at home with his wife taking care of his baby. This man MCs so many shows. The man is tired too. He's in his 50s. He can't hold that show up forever. KJK hit this big thick neck mother. This dude, he got back problems too. That man been having back problems since he was a child. He can't carry that show. He's out here doing MC work too. He's in his 40s, about to be in his 50s. This dude up here popping out kids left and right, thinking about having another child. He don't need to have no kids because his wife, Buell, she's serious about these kids. He just, for him being in his late 30s, early 40s, whatever, his attitude is immature. But, he loves his kids, so it is what it is. He popping out all these kids. He need to stay at home. Jin, bro, that man is the oldest person on the show. He needs to lay down. He do not need to be doing nothing. This man hair is turning gray, and instead of trying to accept the gray, he used the spray on dye on his hair to be leaking and stuff. The man just be farting on air. He needs to go to a convalescent home and just feel running man there. Just hits him playing shuffleboard. He don't need to be doing nothing. Nothing at all. Gio, that's my girl right there. She's getting older too. She's about to be in her 40s soon. They are tired. This show, that show, you had to have endurance. You had to have a lot of energy. It was a lot of physical stuff that was going on with this show, and years and years of that puts a toll on their body. And Kwangsoo, he never fully healed from his leg from that accident, and you could see that sometimes he was struggling, and and it was it. That was it for him, and I don't blame him. And he probably is tired of playing that persona on there, and he wants to focus on his acting, because baby, that man he can act his ass off. Girl, have you seen Live? I don't even think they have it on Netflix anymore. It's Live. It's about him becoming a police officer. That is a amazing drama. I'm talking about that man can act. Taza 3, that man can act. Accidental Detective 2, that man can act. Puck, that man can act. I just love that man acting. The man can just act. So, for him to stop that, to focus on that, I had to give it to him. And people are gonna get mad, but oh well, this man trying to work. He got a whole ass girlfriend. He's trying to let them do his thing. And I commend him for being it's been 11 years, but my body is just crumbling. And he did what he had to do. And I support him on his journey with whatever he does, because I know he's going to succeed and do his thing. And I know fans out there are going to be mad, but you're not in this man's body. That they film a couple of times a week. Then they have to fly overseas and do these fan meets and stuff. And then he has to turn around and do his work and dramas and TV shows and stuff. And then he has to do print ads. And then he models on the side. The man is tired. Let him rest, dang. Dog. Some of y'all fans out here just expect too much out of people. And when they don't do what you want, you get mad. Sit down. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Love, peace, and creasing. I'll talk later. Okay, all right. Bye.